Hello and welcome to another video. Today this is the question I ask of all of you. If you could change one thing about the Transformer toy brand, the Transformer toy line as it stands today, what would you change? You can change one thing about it. What would it be? So, to learn what I would change, I would ask you to sit down, stick around, and as always, enjoy. So there's so many possibilities as to what a person could change when it comes to Transformers. It's crazy. There's like tons of it. Of course, I love vintage stuff. I love the vintage Transformers. Those are always my favorite. That's what I bought as a kid. And I also, of course, the new reissues are also awesome because they bring back the nostalgia, which is great. But so let's just go with, if there's one thing that I can change from the current Transformer line, what would it be? One thing. I know what it is because I've been saying this for probably the last 6, 7, 8 years now? 6 years? 6, 7, 8 years. Something like that. Listen, here's a little history lesson for the younger folks that only started collecting Transformers in the last few years. Historically, Transformers were always packaged in their vehicle mode or their alternate mode, not the robot mode. And that is something that needs to come back. That is what I would do. That is the one thing that I would change if I could. So even like in Generation 1, the first wave up to Action Masters, like that whole toy line there, up to basically you had only a few Autobots were packaged as robots. Everything else was vehicle. So you had like the Jump Starters, you had the Minibots, Fort Max, and Metroplex that were packaged as robots. Everything else was vehicle. So like historically after G1 ended, like all the other toy lines that came out, up until about 2012, 2013, that last Generations Asia exclusive with Springer, Wheelie and all that, that's where it changed. After that, it started changing. They started packaging them in robot modes. So let's use this original Shrapnel here as an example from G1. The thing that I liked about this as a kid was that I could see the robot here, and then I'd see the toy in a vehicle form. And I was like, oh cool, so that bug transforms into this. Now, the robot mode is always going to be a little cooler for kids, right? Because they're like, we see cars all the time. We see planes all the time. It's going to be a little cooler. So, but if you have it like that in the mode here, like in the vehicle form, and then the kid's like, oh, so it can become this, it adds intrigue. It adds the mystique of Transformers. When I saw these on shelves, I was like, oh my God, that thing becomes that robot? Oh, wow, I gotta buy them all. Which I did. Look at this, look at that. Smart. Robot. Jet. You're like, oh cool, a jet, that's neat. Kids will see that and they're like, oh cool, look at that. You mean that will transform into this? Oh my God, I want it. That was beautiful. But over the years, it was always like that, except for some of the bigger bots and all that. Like in Energon was Unicron, and then there was the Metroplex and Cybertron. It made sense, because those things, you couldn't really fit them right. I understand that. Then after, when we got the, what was it? The War for Cybertron figures started coming out, their 30th anniversary, everything was in robot mode. I hated it. Then you have stuff like this today. Where's the mystique? Where's the mystique? Oh, the robot guy, it's the guy that's drawn. Oh, well, okay, it's a robot. What does that mean? There's no mystique anymore. You're not making me wonder what's going on here. My God, what's happening? What is this? Stop it. Put it back in vehicle mode. Give me the mystique. I want mystique again. Oh, I miss mystique. Like, look at it. Look. Like, oh, it's the space shuttle. Oh my God, it becomes this. Oh my God, it becomes a robot. Ah, I gotta buy it. But no, it's not like that anymore. It's not like that anymore. Oh, why? Why'd you have to change that? It was so cool. We're so neat. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. One of my favorite Stunticons as a kid. Look at that. Look at breakdown. Look, you're like, you mean that Lamborghini will turn to this guy? Oh my God! I want this. I want this. Now it's like, what? Look, there's so much no mystique. It disappeared. Oh, there it is. I'm a robot. It transforms to a robot. Wah! No! Stop it! Stop the insanity. Oh. Alright. So that's the one thing I would change. I would have anything that is deluxe, Voyager size, all those different classes, except like the Titans, which is understandable because they're big. You want them done in robot mode because they take less room. I get that. But all the other stuff, there's no reason for this. Like, there's no reason at all. If you're still doing it for the original reissues, why can't you do it for the new stuff? Like, everything since the War for Cybertron, and in the main line for the kids, it was Transformers RID. Right after Transformers Prime, there was the Transformers RID, Robots in Disguise. That's when they started doing them in robot form there, and that just has continued since then. So please, if Hasbro, you can do one thing for Kevster. Put them back in vehicle mode in the packaging. And everybody else, please comment below and share. What would you like to see? What would you change in the Transformers line if you had an opportunity to? So until next time, guys, take care. Later. I don't know if I'm going to include this in the video. We'll see about it. Another thing too, like, these guys are robot mode too, just in robot mode. It's Action Master. Who gives up the power? Like, who does that? Who says, I'm going to give up the power to transform in order to be a better transformer? What?